Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your June 2018 mid-month general readings. Thank you so much for joining us here today, and welcome to any newcomers. Thank you for all your likes, shares, subscribes, and for those of you who take the time to send in your support and feedback and comments. And always a big thank you to all of my clients out there, regular and new, for keeping me so busy with personal one-on-one readings. As many of you know, if you are interested in a one-on-one reading with me, for more information and my contact details, you can go to my YouTube channel's homepage, click on the little About button, or click on the description bar of all the videos I post. Feel free to contact me directly. Email me at maggie1maguire@gmail.com. I'd be delighted to work with you and set up a reading as quickly as possible. Turnaround time's pretty fast. I do readings full-time, 5 to 6 days a week. It is what I do. So I can usually get back to you within the first 24 hours or the first day of your initial contact with more information. And scheduling is pretty fast as well, live or recorded. I do a wide variety of readings in all areas of life, including gift readings if you want to gift someone with a personal reading. You can also find me on the smartphone app Instantgo under Irish Gypsy. That link is also included. All right, let's move into this. This reading is for the water sign of Cancer, our Cancerians, our lovely little crabs. Let's see what the remainder of June has in store for you. We're looking at the last couple of weeks of June for our Cancerians. Okay, Cancer. We begin with the Six of Pentacles, followed by the Chariot. We have at the end of the month a Page of Wands and the Fool. Ooh, off and running. From the bottom of the deck, your overall energy and guidance for the remainder of June is the Hermit. Okay. Wow. So most of the mid-month readings I've done so far, major arcana cards kind of abounding here. So pretty significant, but really mostly pretty bright and lovely as we finish things up, wrapping things up, and it's like new beginnings at the end of the month or transitioning into something new. It seemed like the first part of the month was a bit more challenging for the majority of the signs, maybe a difficult spring for everybody. So your overall energy for the remainder of June 2018, Cancer, is the Hermit. The Hermit, what does the Hermit do? The Hermit, it can represent, being isolated, but not in a negative way. Hermits, what do monastics do? Hermits, monks, monastics, they withdraw from the distractions of conventional society or the conventional day-to-day life. Why do they do this? They do this in order to get quiet within themselves, seek out, wisdom, insight, guidance, illumination, a solution perhaps, which is what this aged man is portrayed doing. The light of this lantern, which is helping him find his way. The light of this lantern is symbolic, as all things on a tarot card are. It's symbolic for wisdom, insight, intuition. It represents the accumulation of his life's wisdom, and he's using that to kind of guide him across this path. So, and it can also represent needing to do that, needing to take a step back and reflect. So some of you may be spending, the last part of June, if not June, you may be a little bit more quiet. You may be a little more quiet than usual. If not necessarily, being alone by yourself a lot of the time, you may be taking some time to kind of go within, to get quiet, maybe not socializing quite as much. I feel like a lot of you are kind of wrapping up details. I feel like a certain portion of it, particularly the middle of the month and the third week, I think is a busy time for you. But I feel like there's this undercurrent of, kind of going within and seeking out wisdom, insight, and intuition. For those of you who are still kind of working through the last part of a process, even if you're just kind of, even if it's coming to an end and you're just kind of contemplating it, the advice of the Hermit would be to, you may want to take some time and get away for a little bit, or if you can't really do that in your day-to-day life, carve out periods of time where you can just be quiet and kind of see what comes up, kind of use your intuition to help kind of guide you through the remainder of the month, particularly in any decisions you have to make or in interactions with people. And it just looks like it's a quieter, more reflective, introspective time. Now, around the middle of the month, third week or so, we have the Six of Pentacles and the Chariot. So the Six of Pentacles, Pentacles is earth energy, practical, concrete, lovely, tangible energy, often manifest in practical, concrete, tangible things in our life. Money, finances, property, work, assets, or tangible efforts of the tangible results of efforts we put into things. The Six of Pentacles is a card of equality, equal giving, equal receiving. It can represent being on the giving end or on the receiving end of a gift. Mutual love, mutual respect, mutual attraction. Some of you may be giving, some of you may be on the giving end in the last half of the month. You may be giving of your time and efforts in a way that helps somebody move ahead quickly in something. You may be on the receiving end, which I feel like some of you are. You may be more on the receiving end of a gift of some kind. It could be actual money or finances or someone's experience or wisdom or resources or help. There is also advice with the Six of Pentacles. It's a card that can represent, it's equal giving, equal receiving, the tit for tat card, but it can also point to and represent a relationship, needing to have a healthy relationship to money as money too, paying attention to where you're giving of yourself. So if you're the one being on the more giving end for the remainder of June, whether it's money, your money, time, resources, love, etc., make sure that it's going where it's intended to go, that helps someone or someone's move forward in a very powerful, successful way. If you are on the receiving end of a gift of money, time, experience, resources, help of some kind, make sure that what you're being given is going where it's intended to go. Because it's linked towards moving ahead in a really successful, powerful way. It's clarified by the Chariot. The Chariot is about success. It's one of the success cards of the tarot deck, one of the most powerful ones. It's a major arcana card, but it's success that comes from how you do something, knowing where you're going, knowing what your goals are, staying focused on their goals, not allowing anything to get in your way or slow you down, being focused, detail-oriented, pulling together everything you need in order to successfully move something forward in unison and harmony to completion or towards completion. So if you're on, whether you're on the giving or receiving end, general readings can vary in the details because there's so many of you watching, but the energy and advice remains the same. Giving or receiving, make sure that what you're being given or what you're giving is being used for the purpose that it's intended, which is to move forward in a very powerful way. And I feel like a lot of you too, I'm getting, and again, there's kind of this theme with which it tends to run that way some months with a lot of the signs, water or other elements. There's transitions, which is often common in the middle of the year because we're halfway through the year, and summertime is a good time, is a more common time for people to travel, go on vacation, or move or relocate because kids are out of school in a lot of places. So I feel like there's a lot of that. There's a lot of busyness, a lot of details taking place. You may be getting help in order to do that in some way. And the advice is to stay focused on your goals, stay organized, be efficient. If you have a list of things, one long master list of things you need to do, break it up in a calendar way, break it up day by day so that it's not overwhelming to you, and stay focused on where you're going and what you need to get done, because I feel like you will in a pretty powerful way. And in between those times, make sure to, give yourself that quiet, reflective, introspective time as well, because there's this undercurrent of it, even on the busy days of it kind of running through, where you've been, what you're coming to. I feel this wrapping up. You're like wrapping up, taking care of details and closing some things out, wrapping some things up. Particularly because at or towards the end of June 2018, we have a combination of cards that represents fresh starts, new beginnings, and potential and promise, which always, come after an ending or completion or a transition time, because in the seed of every ending or culmination or transformation, in the seeds of every ending, in the endings or transformation transition time are the seeds of the new beginning, which is true here too. You wrap up the month kind of really moving ahead. It's like you're off and running. We have the Page of Wands and the Fool, my favorite card, my favorite major arcana card in the tarot. The Page of Wands is about a new start. On an energetic level, the Page of Wands, it's fire energy. the energy of creation, change, movement, action, power. Pages are a young energy. They're young people. Messages are messengers, but they always represent being at the introductory start of something, because pages are just starting out. This is an exciting, fiery start because it's powered by wands, which is governed by the element of fire. The Page of Wands on an energetic level, it can also represent exciting new messages about moving forward on something new. On an energetic level, the Page of Wands represents being at the start of something. You're excited, passionate. Page energy sometimes reminds me of puppy energy, excited to go on its walk, tripping over its own feet and then the leash and stuff, but just eager to get going. This is fire energy, so it's an exciting new beginning. The slate is wiped clean. You're at the start and you're ready to start building up momentum, and it's just kind of fresh and new, and you're just eager to get going. Exciting new messages about that too as well. I feel like for those of you, like a lot of the signs who've been through a very challenging time, and that time has been particularly in conflict with other people, it's like the slate is being wiped clean, and you have the opportunity to start afresh again at or towards around the end of the month. Not that we can't rewrite reality or history, but a lot of lessons have been learned, and you're carrying those lessons forward with you as you're moving into a fresh new place, which is underscored by the accompanying card, the Major Arcana card of the Fool, who is also just starting out. It's the first Major Arcana card in the deck. He has a 0 at the top of his card. He hasn't yet taken the first step. He's eager to go. The Fool is about the energy in between a new ending and a new beginning. You're starting out new. You're not exactly sure where you're going, but you're excited. It's about potential, promise, that time frame, that energy, which is, anything can happen, everything can happen. You're getting ready to take the first step on a brand new journey. It can be about taking risks. The Fool is all about stepping off the beaten path to go and explore. So wonderful energy. It's like you're off and running. There's this busy time, reflective, introspective time, things getting wrapped up, details getting taken care of and checked off the list every day, and then at the end of the month, wham, you're off and running. And I feel like a lot of you, it's physical movement or traveling or a combination of both, or perhaps just a vacation too. So Cancer, that pretty much wraps up your June 2018 mid-month readings. Brilliant. I hope you enjoyed it and that you found it helpful in some way. Again, if any of you are interested in a one-on-one personal reading with me, please feel free to email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I would be so happy to work with you. Set up a personal reading live or record as quickly as possible. Email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. You can find that info by clicking on the About button on my YouTube channel's homepage, or clicking on the description bar of the videos I post for fast answers to fast, easy questions. You can also find me on the smartphone app Instantgo under Irish Gypsy. That link is also included. So Cancer, I will see you all again in a couple of weeks for the July 2018 general readings. And until then, as always, I wish you joy, peace, blessings, and a happy life. And I hope to see you back again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.